Hello, welcome to Beyond Boundaries Show. My name is Konrad and I am your encourager. This is a stage for you, the visionary, entrepreneur, and business owner who desires to add value with your message, your product, or your services. And the reason we're here is to help you get you out of your way, break those limiting mindsets, and cut through the clutter because you deserve to be, do, and have more. We have talked about, we are discussing this week on 3 steps to grow from perfection to permission. And I've been sharing this question: what if someone you influence asks you the question, why do I feel I have to find the best way before I start? This is a real life question that you and I, who prospect to be leaders, influencers in our space, will regularly face directly or indirectly. And how are we going to handle it? How are we going to help somebody or help ourselves when we are faced with this type of mindset? In the first video, I shared the first step. And that first step we shared was overcome the fear of mistakes. Overcome the fear of mistakes. Number 2 step we shared was develop the bias for action. I remember sharing the story of a friend of mine who was stuck because he found he couldn't deal with the fact that his ideas were evolving. And he felt what I put out today might be invalid tomorrow. And how do I explain it? How do I deal with it? And I remember asking question on the video: if you use a Microsoft window, has Microsoft Windows remained the same since inception? Has Apple iOS remained the same since inception? Have you had to do updates with your phone since the day you got them? Have you seen movie titles or book titles that have new versions or updated editions from time to time? And I believe your answer is as good as mine. And these are similar situations you and I, as visionaries, entrepreneurs, or business leaders, we face regularly. And these are mindsets we will have to defeat and overcome for us to go from here to there. And today on the show, I'll be discussing about the idea of starting small. Starting small. So, when do you start running with your idea? You start now. And how do you start it? You start small. You start small. One of the things as leaders that you and I have to realize is, no matter how big your dream is, my dream might be, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with 1 step. You don't need to know step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, and so on. All you have to realize is, what is the next step I need to take from here that will get me closer to where I need to be and get me farther from where I started. So every 1 step advances you. The problem is there are so many people who want to know all the steps before they get started. But you know what? You will never know all the steps. You know the next step. And that next step is what you can do. No matter what your condition might be right now, the next step is something you can always do right now. The big picture might be bigger than you are, but the next step is always within your capacity. And when you take that step, you make room for more provisions, for more resources to come in that enable you take the next step. I remember when I started my videos, Facebook videos, it wasn't looking good. But I knew I had a phone. I was thinking I needed good cameras, I needed this, I needed that to start, but that's not where we start. You need to go back to some of my videos. You're still on my Facebook page and watch some of them. I don't want to take them off that page because it tells me, it reminds me who and where I started from. I didn't have this kind of lighting. I didn't have this kind of background. I didn't have this kind of, improvement when I started. But we started anyway. We started with the phone we had. So start where you are. Don't mind how people will think about you. Care more about the people and the audience you are here to serve. Give them the solution you have for them. You are unique and you are uniquely crafted with the gifts and talents that will enable you connect with your audience, your niche, or your blue ocean. So, my encouragement is for you to start small. Every small victory releases more energy, releases more motivation and inspiration for you to advance in the direction of your dreams. Remember, momentum is the leader's best friend. And momentum only comes when you begin to produce small victory on a regular basis. Every time I do my video successfully, I have one victory and I'm enabled and motivated to do the next one. But when you stay and lose momentum, you will need a lot of inspiration and motivation to get started again. And most often, you are going to start all over from the beginning. And that's not where you want to be. You want to keep advancing. You want to keep improving. But to keep improving, you need to start small. And to start small, you need to take the next step so that you can get the small victories. Never despise the little beginnings. This is the last step we have for this week's episode. I will come back to you once again this week to just discuss, practical things we can do to go from perfection to permission. I would like you to like, comment, or share this video if you are watching on Facebook. If you are watching on YouTube channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't up until now. And after subscribing, hit that notification bell right now so that you can get notification of our updates. Remember, we talked about the 3 steps to go from perfection to permission. The number 1 step we talked about was overcoming the fear of mistakes. Number 2, we talked about develop the bias for action. And number 3, we encouraged you to start small. The more permission you give yourself to live your dreams, the more wings you grow to fly beyond your current limitations, because you deserve to be, to do, and to have more. As I wrap up this video, I want to share with you again what the law of diminishing intent states. It says the longer you wait to do something you should do now, the greater the odds that you will never actually do it. That is not what you want to happen concerning your dreams. I will see you same time again. Bye, and God bless you.